Breathing is the most important principle of good singing. Without it, it's practically impossible to improve your singing or just to sing well altogether. Today, our special guest will actually go through 3 exercises and tips in order to help each of you improve your breathing. Welcome to Rookie Genius, the channel where we make videos to essentially help you become a better modern Renaissance man or woman. I am Gabriel, your host, and this is Jessica, our special guest for today.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, thank you for being here. And if you haven't watched our first video, make sure to check it out after, where we go over the 4 fundamentals of how you can improve your singing. Today, we will dive into the very first one, breathing. We'll go in details on 3 exercises that you can do, each of you, to become better, and some tips along the way.
Exercise 1, breathing low. So the biggest mistake I see with beginners is they breathe from here, which is pretty natural for us to do. But I'm going to show you a way and an exercise that you can get more air, because singing requires more air than speaking. All right. So when you breathe low, you're going to feel expansion in your lower abdomen. And you can put your hands on your hips. This can help you. And you're just going to practice breathing low, okay? So just... And a great tip for you is, if you can't find that, it's kind of hard to find sometimes. So what you can do is lay down and you naturally breathe into your tummy. And so that'll help you find that while you're standing up, getting ready to sing.
Great, so that was exercise number 1. But one question I do have is, why do we need more air? Because I can sing fine with the air that the regular breathing that I do now. So why should I really work on breathing low?
Well, that's a great question. And so when you're speaking, it doesn't require a lot of air, right?
That's fair.
But when you're singing, it requires a lot more air. And you hear these amazing singers hold out these really long notes, and they sound wonderful the whole time. They don't sound like a deflated balloon, right? We kind of, at the end, they kind of, which sometimes we feel when we sing.
So good singing requires that fuel the whole time.
Absolutely.
Because if you run out of air, then suddenly
your voice isn't working.
Like the balloon.
Yeah, deflated balloon.
Awesome.
Exercise number 2, finding your support. So it's not just about air. It's about powerful air. Okay?
Yeah?
Yeah. So
pressure.
Yes, air pressure, right? And so in our bodies, there's only really one place that should have tension when you sing, and that's your air pressure.
Does that mean that the rest stays loose?
Yes,
Okay.
stays relaxed.
Relaxed.
And we'll talk about that more in posture in the next video. But here is how you can find that support. You're going to place your hand kind of in the middle of your abdomen, and you're going to doggy pant. I know that sounds really weird, but you're going to feel the muscles around your diaphragm moving, and this will help you find your support. So you ready? And so you feel it going in and out really fast, and that's where you should feel that tension when you're singing.
So, doggy panting.
Yeah.
And that works. So if I understand correctly, breathing low will open the reservoir to have more air.
That's a great way to describe
and the
it.
panting will actually push it out.
Yes.
And create the pressure.
Yes.
Okay.
However, be sure that you're not pushing.
Pushing?
Yeah.
Okay.
From your throat.
Oh, I see.
So
Stay relaxed here.
Yeah, stay relaxed here. And if you feel any tension here, then you don't have enough air here and enough pressure here.
All right. So exercise number 1, breathe, and you can lay down. Do you have any tip for doggy panting, like to make sure that you're doing it right?
Just be sure to breathe in and out really fast, and make sure you're feeling that area so you know exactly where your support is coming from.
If it's not hurting, it's not working.
No, don't listen to him.
Listen to her. Can you actually show us an example of when it's not well done?
Absolutely. So just breathing normally. This is what I'm gonna do. Somewhere over the rainbow. And it just kind of falls flat, right? It doesn't sound very full. It's very breathy. But then if I'm not breathing at all, no sound's coming out, right? But then if I have both components of that air and support, it's gonna sound like this. Somewhere over the rainbow. Which sounds a lot better. More full.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Cool.
free, not pushed. Exercise 3 is combining air and support. And so this one, you don't want to be breathy and you don't want to sound pushed. And so this is combining the two first exercises. So now that you've found your low breath and you've found where your support is coming from, we're gonna combine those two. You're gonna take that good deep breath, right? Kind of feels like your tummy's expanding. And you're going to breathe out on a and you can keep going as long as you want. Don't pass out on us. Be sure to take breaks if you need it and take another breath. But it's just so you can feel how your support and air work together to help you give a full sound.
Exercise number 3 is basically, like you said, combining exercise number 1, number 2, and the goal is basically to create a sound out of it.
Well, it's to create the means by which the sound travels, right?
Okay, so having a better mean will create a better sound.
Yes. And so that air is foundational for you to have that full sound that we're looking for.
Any tips to make sure that exercise number 3 is well done?
Excellent. Absolutely. So when you're breathing out, what shouldn't be happening is collapsing. The point is to keep this, keep your rib cage like open so you can continue to support yourself all through that breathe out.
Which is a perfect segue into our next video, which is about posture. Let's summarize the video now. Stop me if I'm saying something that's wrong, but
Will
from
do.
what I understand, breathing low is not a natural thing to do for most people.
Yeah, standing up, laying down it is natural.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Standing up. But most people are seeing standing up, so that's why
Yes.
it becomes a problem. But so that will create more air, this gas tank for your singing.
Yeah.
Then the second one, puppy panting, will be basically creating a mean to push that air that is the fuel for the singing. Then number 3 is to get it out when you do the S sound. To conclude the video, is there one final tip that you have to let us know when we're actually doing a good job at breathing?
Yeah, absolutely. So a great voice teacher once told me, focus on how it feels and not how it sounds, especially as a rookie. Don't be beating yourself up if it doesn't sound perfect, but focus on not letting anything hurt here, because that's your instrument. You got to take care of it. And breathing properly prevents injury. And so if you're feeling hurt here or strained or in any way, you need to focus on the basics, go back to the exercises, and start from scratch.
And do you as a professional singer still practice your breathing, or is that something that you can be done after 2 months?
Oh, no, absolutely. Every voice lesson I walk into, my teacher goes, okay, where's your breath? Where's your low breath? Where's your breath support? And so this is a thing that can't be accomplished just like that. It does take practice.
So you're gonna watch this video over and over again.
Absolutely.
That's why you need to subscribe. This is how I got them. Thank you so much for watching our video on breathing. Like I mentioned at the beginning, make sure to watch our first video that goes over the 4 fundamentals of proper singing, how you can improve your singing. And please let us know if you liked it. Don't hesitate to comment. We want to hear it all. So let us know what you think, what questions you have, and what other things you want to learn. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos.